Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Sint. We're back for EBA Season 4. We have the team builder for quarterfinals today. We are playing Iono. Iono's a pretty good team. They have Deoxys, Enamorous, Incarnotera, Iron Bundle, Gouging Fire, Iron Crown, Gyarados, Sinstcha, Kingambit, Toadstool, and Grafaiai. Pretty much off the bat when I was prepping, I eliminated Grafaiai and Toadstool from coming. I didn't think Kingambit would come because it's not the greatest in the Muthotera. Like it's not bad for Lunala, but like Lunala has Wisp, I can Moonlight on it, I blow it up with a Focus Blast. Um, Defensive Garchomp comes in on it. Quack just CCs it. Brook can hit hard. Like it's just something Grismon in my team. I'm a fairly anti-steel team. Um, and then I don't think it's the greatest, but I do think an assortment of the top 7 can come. I think defensive Gouging Fire could actually be pretty scary. I assume I didn't realize until later on in the build, but I think I made enough changes to get around defensive gouge. Bundle's super scary to me, and I kind of have to hope I can play around it. I don't have much to play around it though. Terry name's super scary. I expect to be a scarf set. Dio, I expect to be like Lord. And then like Crown could come, Gyarados could come, Sinistcha could come. But yeah, I really think it's any of the top 7, maybe good, but I don't really think it's coming. Definitely could though. I could see um like SD is pretty much always bringable. That is it for me yapping with the matchup. We'll get into the team. So first up we got Kaz Lunala, rocking Power Herb with Moongeist, Focus Blast, Meteor Beam, Moonlight, 24 HP, 244 speed attack, 32 speed F, 208 speed, Timid Nature. We have speed for Gouging Fire. We are max special attack, and then our bulk is to live something from Dio into like a Moonblast. I think it was Shadow Ball into Moonblast. Or no, it was so Shadow Ball from Dio won't ever do more than 50%. So then after a Moonlight, I heal back up to full. And then so if I kill Dio with it off lead, um, or if I end up having to swap out and I get this in and I kill Dio and he Shadow Balls me and Gamma comes in, I'm able to Moonlight on the sucker, and then I'm in a position where I live the sucker because I get my Shadow Shield back. Um, and that's all I needed for that. So this is my lead, and I am hoping to blow something up off lead. Like anything besides Dio is getting meter beamed on because if Dio leads, it's gonna be sashed. So in that case, I'd save my my Power Herb, but 9 times out of 10, I will just be clicking meter beam, right off lead. Next up, we got Die the Garchomp. Shocking Rock Helmet, Rough Skin, Spike, Stealth Rock, EQ, Detail. Max HP, Max Defense, a little bit of speed here. Impish Nature. This Trump is just max because it's got a swap in on a couple things. Um, like it could be forced to be used for gouging if it gets really scary. Uh, if it's like offensive Gyarados, I'll have to use Chomp. And then if Gambit comes, I'll do Chomp for it. I didn't like offensive Chomp just because Enam comes in and is immune to both my stabs. So I feel like the offensive Chomp with hazards was good here because rocks are pretty punishing into them if punishes no boots on quite a few mons. And the extra chips pretty important for some of the upcoming stuff I have. It's gonna be higher swapping out on Gyarados or Gambit, and that's about it. Getting our hazards up, detailing out if it's any setup or anything. Next up we got Step Voss and Quavel with Rosiliberry, Moxie, Aquastep CC, Triple Axle, SD, 184 HP, 196 attack, 16 speed F, 112 speed. Adamant Nature. This Quack is we Oko max HP gouging up +3 with CC. We live Modest Freeze Drive from Bundle from Full. We live Specs, Moonblast from Enam, or Scarf Terra Fairy, Moonblast from Enam because of Rosili. And we are creeping Modest Scarf Enam, and we're at +2. I think I got a little bit more attack out of it. I maybe on like a little bit more bulk from a little bit left over. But I think I should put into attack. This is our win con. I had Jet over SD for the longest time, but then this was the mon that I realized gouging could fuck up the most with bulwark. So if gouging comes in and I feel like it's gonna bulwark me, I'm able to SD and I can just Oko gouging next turn. Um we can find a decent amount of setup opportunities if we get in on Gambit. If it comes, it's a pretty free setup. Choice Scarf, what's it called? Crown. If Enam locks into the wrong move, and then our bulk just allows us to not be revenged by like Scarf Bundle or Scarf Enam after we get going. If I get in on Crown and I force a swap out into like a sack or something, um, or even if I force a swap out into Bundle or Enam because their Scarf, they live the step, whatever, I'm able to live their hit, finish them off, and then go from there. It's a pretty solid win con. I don't think it will end up winning, but I think it can break pretty well. And even if it doesn't, it puts on a decent amount of pressure for them to play around the Quabble being a possibility. Next up on the team, we got Big Boy Moxie, Crocodile, lefties with Intim, Self Arc Roar, Knockoff EQ, 240 HP, 176 defense, 76 or 72 speed F, 12 speed, Ambush Nature. We have the 12 speed is just there for some speed creeps. We have enough we're bulky enough to where he crashes a 4-co if he clicks on swapping if max tech admin gouging is clicking it as we swap in, and it's a 2-co if he DDs on the swap in. So we'll always be able to roar out the gouging. This is good for like 2 phases of it. I don't think gouging will be able to get more than 2 DD opportunities against us if it even gets 1. We gouging offensive gouging isn't the greatest into me. I think if it comes, it will be offensive, but I think defensive is very scary. We're trying to with the set. It's pretty simple. It's just stop gouging, get hazards up. I have Aurora knocking EQ just as last move. Phasing's always good if you're gonna like set up Crown, set up Sinisha, set up King Gambit. Even set up Gyarados. I can phase out depending on where I am. Knock and the EQ are just my 2 stabs. Knock is great for items, and the EQ is just a strong, reliable click. Now next one up, we got Owen Salmons rocking Choice Band Moxie. Terra flying again this week. The set goes pretty hard in them. We have Terra Blast, Brick Break, EQ, and Dragon Claw. 220 attack, 40 speed F, 240 speed, Jolly Nature. We're keeping down the crown, and I have spit up to live modest freeze dry after I Terra from bundle, and then that also ends up covering like Scarf, Terra, Fairy, Moonblast, Specs, Moonblast, stuff like that from Enam. And allows my mens just to trade with stuff. If bundles like Scarf, which I think bundle will be Scarf if it comes, just be able to outspeed um Quack super well. If he ends up locking the freeze dry, I'm able to live that. So I think Scarf bundle is coming, and if he's Scarf, I'm punch out with Ments a little bit. This Ments is honestly one of my better pieces. They have a few flying resist like Gambit and Crown, but if Crown's offensive, it gets good after rocks. And then Gambit, I have really fine swaps too, so I don't really care about Gambit being a swap into me. I really just get to blow some shit up whenever this guy gets in, and it's very punishing when I do end up getting Menson if it's getting in cleanly on a death, I would say a momentum move, but I don't have any of those on team. Or if I get a double right, it's super punishing. I pretty much get a kill every time I get in, so it's gonna be a nice play around that. And then our last one we have is Sage Skunk Tank. Rocking lefties with Aftermath, Knockoff, Sucker Punch, Toxic Spikes, and Memento. 248 HP, 252 Speed F, Careful Nature, 8 Defense. This is just our Dio swapping. We aren't AV like we were last week when we played Dio Attack, just because I don't need the extra Speed F into base Dio. And then I felt like Toxic should be really nice. Dio getting Toxic isn't the greatest, or isn't the most important thing ever, but it is good if it's Life Orb. You know, taking Rock, Spikes, Toxic, Life Orb damage, that adds up over time. Um, Gouging getting Toxic, Cinch getting Toxic, and then Bundle getting Toxic. That'll be pretty good. Bundle less so, but Like the chip is still chip, especially if they aren't boots. Um, Rocks doing 25%, a spike doing 12, toxic another 12. Like that's 50 after a swap, and if I get one of each hazard up, which I will be pretty much planning to get those up. It's gonna be another offensive game just because of the way Ubers is, but I think T-Spikes will be beneficial to us, and the Memento's just there. It's last lot. If I get Memento something, I can get Quavelin, Sweep. But yeah, that's gonna be my team for quarterfinals. I didn't put that much time into prep. I don't think I'm bringing the greatest prep either. I had a pretty busy week. I only got to start my builds this week, Thursday night. Um, but I didn't really start until Friday. But I prepped for my other league more than this one because I was playing someone I really wanted to beat. So I built this team and I didn't mock with that, I didn't revisit anything. I feel like I brought a good like starter six. I think this set definitely could have been improved upon through mocks and stuff. I shouldn't end up doing it. I prioritized the other week, so if I end up losing this game, it's gonna be on me. Like I definitely should have put more effort into it. Um, Going in quarters as the 1 seed is not what we want to do. But I think I have a good enough team and I'm able to play well enough with it to pick up the win. But if I don't, it's gonna be a lesson. But that's gonna be for me today. I will see you all in the game. All right, we are here for the EBA quarterfinals. We're playing Iono. I didn't bring the greatest prep. We're gonna see no bundle. That's huge. See defensive Gara, I assume. We see the Gambit. No gouging. A little shocking, no gouging. I'm very happy not to see bundle because I have 4 weaknesses to feature right here. We're simply be leading our Lunala. We see anything besides Dio, we're gonna be meteor beaming. If we see Dio, we're gonna be swapping out to our skunk tank. I don't have the greatest prep this week. I was pretty busy through the week, and then I prepped for my other game I had this week more than this one. And I'm just rocking with like my very first version of the team. I didn't run any mocks with it. Just I ended up bringing this, so we'll see how this goes. I think it's a mediocre matchup. They are ground Enam 2. You're flying Mens. She dares to lead off, I guess. I'm flicking Meteor Beam. Don't even think twice. It's pretty good lead for me. So ground Enam, I assume it's gonna be special. With the ground to not be TU'd by the Klefki. I didn't bring Klefki though. I'm very scared of Enam and Dio. Dio I'm less scared of because I have my Skunk, and Skunk will come in on Dio decent amount. We're just gonna meteor beam. Unless this thing is Sash, I think it just dies, right? Unless if I hit. Holy spadef. What fucking assault vest Gyarados is this, bro? It's like smacks. Jesus. Oh, no, I'm dumb. Okay. I should max HP AV. We're gonna be able to pick up the KO with this Moongeist here, though. That's gonna be 1 for the Lunala here. That's one of their potential Quack stops out of the way too. So we're gonna carry the jump. That was usually max HP, max attack AV. I had put +1 in my calc already for some reason. A little bit of an idiot. This will probably just be Gambit. It's gonna be the Dio. No, it's gonna be the Enam. If they aren't specs, they don't kill us. They're gonna double. Okay. Pretty trying to what? Who's this? Gambit. Okay. So it's Overlord Gambit. So Gambit's gonna take this fairly well. Gambit. Yo, is that also AV? That is also AV. Okay. I'm just gonna go hard into our Garchomp here. No, he's not. You can't if he's not AV and he's like max HP, max speed F. I have detail to phase him out. I can get some rocks up here. See Sucker come out. Do I want spikes or stealth rocks? I want spikes. This is just gonna be an Enam swap. I don't really have anything I can do to Enam. What do I do when Enam gets in? I can just go hard ments here. I can go hard ments. Not the greatest position with this. I assume they're gonna swap here. I don't think they're gonna attack. I mean, if they do, I can just attack them. They're gonna swap over. They're gonna go Enam. I'm gonna be able to Terra Flying, Terra Blast something. I do believe I live Specs hit once I Terra. I do. If you're modest, I'll be faster. If you're not modest, I live. This probably doesn't kill. Oh, no, never mind. This super kills. Yeah. You're super dead here. Crown takes like 40%. Gambit takes like 30. You don't really have a swap in here. Push and Terra Blast. Enam is pretty scary for me. They're gonna pop their Terra Ground. I'm popping my Terra Flying. I live any hit. I should at least. I'm also fine with this being ground because this is ground. We get to blow this up with a Quack Jet. I don't have Jet. I'm dumb. Never mind. We do super live the hit from them though, because we are Roselli. Moonblast, I will live this. That is not specs. I think this just dies too. It does, okay. I assume that's a Scarf set. Oh, we're picking up a nice hair there. This vent is still good too. We're gonna see the Dio come out. This is just always going to be hard skunk, right? What else do I need skunk for? It's just this. Skunk's for crown. Whereas I can go like and Crook can also be used for crown. Right? Crook will live a focus blast on a crown. I love focus blast, so yeah. We're just gonna go hard into our skunk here. Positioning can be a little funky coming out of this, but I'm good for the most part. See, Ice Beam, okay. So good thing I didn't go Crook. That is specs as shit. 271. This is 138 to me. Oh no, you're not specs. Okay, so you're just max attack plus attack nature. You get knock here. Nothing actually wants to come in on a knock. It's only Gambit, but Gambit's free. Chomp, free cook, free Crook. I can use either of them. T-Spike only hits Sinisha. Yeah, so I'm just gonna knock. Sinisha's gonna come out, okay, so we're gonna hit a knock on the Sinisha, so it's gonna be Culver. So you're gonna see no item on the Sinisha. Is that like max? I didn't see the damage there. To 24. Culver. Could be max. It could also be like max HP. That's immense. 30. I can't. I don't think I can risk that on Mens. Do I just go Mens? If there's no attack, I live. If they kill with Shadow Ball, I go Lunala. I get a free Moongeist. Gambit comes out. I can go hard Crook. You know, I like Mens. I like Mens here. Skull come out. No burn. Huge. Okay. I'd pick up another KO here. Um, 138. Oh, it's 139. Minus 56. 82 with that skull. Yeah, that's like notice attack. Crown comes out. That's a little bit of chip. Spring Tank, Iron Crown. Sucker pretty much KOs from here. We did like 50% with that man's hit. Yeah, it's like no bulk. Doesn't all of it here. Still need Lunala lives ahead. I kind of want to go hard Lunala here. We're gonna go hard Lunala. We're gonna keep on the aggressive. I just like Mens because Mens gets in on Sinistra and it kills something. We are going to see if you are scarfed here. Is there any merit to clicking Focus Blast here? Do I fear Gambit at all? Gambit comes in. It's free Crook. It's free Chomp because a Crook is better for Dio. So it's Chomp on the Gambit. I don't fear Gambit. We're seeing Moongeist. If you're Scarf, okay, so we're gonna see Scarf Crown. Okay, I'm fine with that because it's gonna be free on G4. Wait, no, I'm dumb. Scarf's, dude, I'm so stupid. Crown's faster than Lunala. Okay, so from here, it's just Chomp, right? Any reason to go anything besides Chomp? Skunk will beat Dio. Mens beats Sinistra. Quack. Is Quackle the Psychic? I probably don't lose Psychic. I mean, I think it's just this guy here. Right? Yeah, it's Crook. How's a waffle? I don't know what I was doing. Do I knock or I EQ? I just EQ, right? Do I care with Sinistra coming in? Can Sinistra come in on this? I mean, not really. You're in a position where I think you just get 2 code. So I just knock. I think it is choice. It's on spec, so I think it might be scary. We are gonna see Sinistra come out. Oh, you will definitely take 2. Yeah. From here though. I think from this position, I'm gonna Stealth Rock because that's gonna put Crown in range of Mens. So I'm gonna get my rock up. We're gonna see sap come out. I'm fine with that sap. Scald, Strength, Sap, Shadow Ball, Matcha, I assume. Any reason to go anything else here, or is this just a roar? I love Matcha. I don't play this here. I knocked to protect against a swap. Because if Sincha kills this, I always revenge with my Mens. So I let Sincha kill Crook here. Burn comes out. I'm still knocking. I'm using the not knock. I mean, Crown. I won't kill his EQ now. I don't think knock gets rid of its item. I should have kept Lunala. Lunala would have been nice to have here. Cause I can sack this, go Lunala. I'm a little bit of a dum dum. I'm just gonna knock here again. I'm just gonna let Sincha take this guy. I don't need to save it for anything. You can strength that, but knock doesn't let Crown or Dio come in for free. And like if Crown comes in, I'm just gonna roar it out to not let it agility up. I kill a max. Defense. Cement just kills something. They're gonna miss Matcha. I mean, this should make it take a lot longer than it needs to. I don't think there's any reason to do anything else here. Now Mens gets to come out. Mens gets to kill something here. Groundizer comes out. Gambit can come out, but Gambit's free chomp. I'm just gonna Terror Blast here. I'm gonna kill some shit later. So yeah, here. Gambit comes out, it's Garchomp. I don't care about anything Gambit can do. That's EQ. Nothing happens in. Dio comes out. Sack. Clown. So this has to be Scarfed, right? I mean, I just Terror Blast. If you're Scarf, I KO. I'm faster than a Crown, right? I mean, not fine. Yeah, I just Terror Blast here. If you're Scarfed, you KO and clock it's come out. Okay. Tachyon. Black. This is a key step. I step here. Now, if this doesn't kill, I win. If this does kill, I think I still win, but it's gonna be a little trickier. Okay, I don't kill. Sweet. I mean, if he's faster than me, as long as this Tachyon doesn't put me into Sucker and E-Speed range, I'll be fine. Yo, you're not Lorb. You are modest. So that means you only have 24 if you went on Jolteon. You do 119 with this. You're just gonna Tachyon me. So I will be in range of E-Speed into Sucker, but I get to kill one of them. Yeah, I'm out of range of. If you went down to Espeon, you get 196. Yeah, I'm out of range of Dio, so I get to kill either Gambit or Dio here. If you take rocks, I just get to step you. Yeah. It could be Scarfed here. +2, I am always faster, right? Yeah, I'm super faster. +1. You shouldn't ever really live this. If you do, I think I'm fine. So we're gonna see Scarf Dio. Yeah. I think Chomp just comes out and wins this year. EQ. I live this Psycho Boost into an EQ or into a Sucker. I think Gambit, kills itself with Helmet. Ruskin after an EQ. They're gonna go Gambit here, but that's gonna mean that our Skunk Tank's gonna pick up the win. Okay, so we are going to put the 1-0 win here. EQ here. We're gonna win with our Skunk, the goat. Another 1-0 with Skunk getting the final kill. What a goat! That'd be Mon, bro. Let me just make sure they don't have anything that can ever kill me. They aren't life orb. The 196 superpower. I live. If focus blast. Yeah, I super live here. I knock. And they super die. Good sucker, but I don't want to risk them not being scarfed somehow. So I'm just gonna knock off here. They're gonna ice beam, so they're scarfed. We're gonna live that ice beam unless we get frozen. Actually, I probably should have suckered. Now that I think about that, that's bad. So we're gonna get the 1-0 win with Skunk Tank, killing Dio, the Uber killer. But yeah, that's gonna be for me today. We're gonna pick up a nice 1-0 win in quarters. Move on to semis. I'll hopefully have better prep for that, and I won't self-destruct mid-game and forget about my speed tiers. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. I will see you all next time. Peace.